Good morning, 8th January 22, Newsweek 1. This 2022 will start with appreciation for all world prime ministers because they have just declared that they want to share all overhead costs and are going to reduce tax to 5%. So millennials and Zs worldwide will have responsible jobs. Yes, don't worry. Whilst we say this, they are flying in their private plane somewhere doing something and having a summit somewhere. But what is going on this week, number one? This virus is hitting everybody very hard. The plane costs are rising. Corporate social responsibility is the solution to all issues, and this digital free television is very important that Zs and millennials understand as a way of learning what we business persons have to teach throughout history, whilst you have to stop watching public controlled politicians, televisions, newspapers. They must have a label saying conflict free, because all communications you're having today have a conflict because they get adverts from political parties. So everything you listen somewhere, it is controlled by the big voice that eats all the tax whilst they do not share. Now in Candina we are having very hard times finding officers as well as all ship owners worldwide. There is a huge fight for the resources of seafarers, and this is becoming very complicated. Plus, we have these PCRs, COVID, day after day. So it is very important to realize that if the risk is big, now the most important thing we have to do is work every day. Customer feedback. Client is first is very important, and this is what we are doing in Candina. Every time we have an enlistment contract column that we don't understand because it doesn't go to the pocket of the seafarer, we analyze and we fight for it. Every time there is an improvement of cost, we analyze and we fight for it. Every time there is an opportunity for employment of improvement in the flag, in the class, in all crew management suppliers, we fight for it. We report that we can use suppliers, but we are not going to let suppliers use us. So we are going to fight every day to improve the competitive edge of Candina and of this week number one. How? It is very important to grow our database. It is key, strategic for customers for free. Whilst we have in week number one starting this communication to ask governments, come on, it's about time you share costs. We in shipping are corporate responsible companies, and it is a social task that we must fight to make our maritime industry more and more and more competent. Corporate social responsibility, we must show this week number one to show that also they must share all overheads so that there is no more complaints of humans because the gas has the double price because of governments. I mean, these situations of COVID, we must be very positive. The advantage of COVID is that now with these digital means, free digital means, like, subscribe to this channel because it's free. Here you can learn about tax, you can learn about associations, you can learn how governments buy public buildings. They don't want to sell them, your mother and your father. They don't want to share costs. Your government They don't want to cut debt. They don't want to stop printing money now. What they have done is raise interest rates and then the stock goes down. So they influence the stock up or down. Central banks, very simple. We don't need central banks. They are a cost. It's only 250 central banks in the world. 250 buildings, the white building, the yellow building, the pink building. Sell the buildings. Give this future and hope to Zeds. This is week number 1. So we are fighting in Candina. The advantage is that we can fight these costs, this improvement. If you are a seafarer, if you are a ship owner, we can do this. We are doing this, improving customer satisfaction day after day, and we provide free, transparent, corporate social responsible, budget and invoices of everything exclusively to your bank account. There is one bank account for each client, so it can be audited anytime. Yes, that's our goal this week, number 1. Thank you very much indeed for your time. Like, subscribe, take care, bye.